have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Coming to you at a time before football, because I know everyone is going to be watching football, watching NFC Championship games, but had a very, very, really insightful idea that I wanted to share with you guys. And it's mainly a breakdown too. So it's cracking the code. It's a really big money secret. So let me just see who's out there. If you're here, if you're watching from YouTube, if you're watching from Facebook, please drop a comment so I can acknowledge you and give you a shout out. And if you are watching replay, then I want you to hashtag 2 for replay. Again, hashtag 2 for replay. So let's talk about the money secret. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about educating yourself and really educating your children about money. So if you understand this, then money will be something that you guys will always have an attraction to. It's going to attract itself to you. So let me see. We got Kashmir. He says, hi, how you doing, boss? Thank you for dropping in. So listen, let's just kind of jump right in. There are really 3 types of incomes that you can earn, 3 types of money that you can acquire. Number 1, you can be paid a wage, or you can be paid a salary. So a wage or salary, that's the first type of income. The second type of income is a profit. And again, a profit is something that you buy and sell something and you make a profit. Profit is something that comes to you directly. Also, the last and final way you can earn income is in the form of a commission. So you have a salary and a wage, a profit and commission. Now, generally, when we talk about money, we talk about how to generate it. And I had this conversation with my son today. I want to share it with you. I may call him in here. Let me do that. Let me call my son in here. I want you guys to pay attention to this and how you need to teach your kids about money, because if you're depending on schools to do it, they're not going to do it. A very, very important lesson that you guys need to learn about money and teach your kids. And so let me call my son in here. Give me 1 second. I think he'll be part of this too. I need to involve him. Give me 1 second. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. No, come here. Okay, he's coming. And let me see. Marvin says, hey. So Melvin, come on in here. And all right, so everyone, let me turn the mic up. Shut the door, Mel. All right, Mel. So listen, so as a child, and tell everyone how old you are. You can come in the mirror. Come into the camera. So how old are you?
12.
How old will you be next year?
13.
Okay. Now, what do we say what's going to happen when you turn 13? They can't see in the camera.
I gotta earn $5. I gotta earn $5 a day.
$5? No, not a day.
$5 a week.
A week. All right. So that's $20 a month. Now, how are you going to earn that money, or how are you going to? Now, do you want to earn that money, or do you want to generate it?
Generate.
What's the difference?
Generating is when you make it by making your own company and stuff.
And what's earning it?
Earning is like working for somebody else.
Okay. So you want to generate, right?
Yeah.
So in regards to that, you have a obligation at 13 that you're going to have to earn $5 a week, right?
Okay.
Or you're going to have to generate $5 a week. So what's more important than money?
Time.
Why is time more important than money?
Because you need time. You need money to buy time.
Exactly. So folks, I want you to pay attention to that. I don't teach my son the importance of money. I teach him the importance of time. And so this is what he's learning. And now we're going to talk about some of the things you're going to do. So what's your idea, or at 13 years old, how are you going to start generating money? What's
either YouTube or selling some on Amazon.
All right. So you see that, folks? Did he say job? No. Repeat that again.
YouTube or selling
They
something.
can't. Remember, maintain your camera presence.
YouTube
Always
or selling something on Amazon.
There's your camera right there. So always maintain your camera. See, you're out of focus again. Always maintain your camera presence, right? And then always look into the camera and talk to your audience.
Right.
You got it? Because you're gonna be doing YouTube. And so, as far as that, this is how he's going. Let's see what comments is. And Leah says she loves the mindset. Now, what is more valuable, money or assets?
Assets.
There you go. See, these are quick thinking questions that he's embedded into, and so you need to teach your kids these things so they understand. All right, so Melvin, so you got a plan, you got to earn. And what happens if you don't earn $5 a week?
Things are gonna shut down. You gotta get kicked out.
No, you don't get kicked out, but you lose your what?
Xbox.
Your Xbox. So I give them a consequence. So you don't have to punish the kids. You don't have to do it. And I'm not telling you how to raise your kids, but I'm telling you how to create that mindset. So if he doesn't earn $5 a week, then he loses access to his Xbox, right? And so what is that? What is that kind of putting him in a situation? It's putting him in a situation to have to perform or to face consequences, right? And so he's going to really perform, and he's going to be able to have that consequence. Because think about it, our kids, we go through here and we don't put any type of, I would say, goal on them. So he has a daily goal. So he's going to learn that, hey, listen, if you don't generate money, there's consequences for it. And so what he's going to learn to do is, if he does something one time, he gets his YouTube channel up. His YouTube channel will probably make $100 a month. And if your YouTube channel makes $100 a month, do you have to do any work?
Not really.
Not really. So the thing about generating money is what you learn is what? You do it one time and you earn over and over and over. And what are you saving? What are you getting back? Time. There you go. So the most important thing, folks, is to teach your children as you grow up to, and I'm trying to teach them this. If you want them to become entrepreneurs and not be dependent on a job or the world, teach them, number one, I'm gonna say number one, I'm not gonna impose religion, but he does have a Bible. And Melvin, go get one of your Bibles, man. I'm gonna show you the best Bible to get your children, and I'll put a link up to this probably as well. And so I'm cracking the code here. So you create a generation of thought generation, because it's what you put in your kids is going to echo throughout the generation. So he's going to get the book that he reads every single day, if he can find it. It says a lot of stuff in his room. So with that said, is how you doing, Leah? Oh, Coco, my little Mel. So if you listen to my son, all right, and this is what he reads, and he has his pen marked it out. So this is a version of the Bible that he reads. I have him read this, and the reason why is, it's animated, and I want him to learn, about God. I mean, this is the best way for him to do it. So it's a Kingston Bible series. It's pretty good. This is where he picked off at. All right, and so just for people who coming in, and then there is now remember, always maintain what?
Okay.
There you go. All right, and look, who is this? Sure, Coco says hi. So say hi to Coco.
Hi, Coco.
And then Spencer says, "What's up?" So as an up and coming YouTuber, and people want to follow you, because their kids might follow you. You might follow their kids, and Coco, how you doing? Coco's child has a YouTube channel too, so I mean they're on the same path. So what's happening, Coco? Oh, she said, "Oh, you're so cute." So she's going to have a YouTube. Her son's going to have a YouTube channel too. So she's teaching the same thing. And so again, the lessons you learn just here and what you repeated is what's more important.
Time.
There you go. And do you ever use money to buy time, or do you use time to buy money? Which one should you do?
Money to buy time.
Money to buy time. That's exactly, because the reason why time is so important is, and I'll prove it to you. I always say this all the time. If I gave you $1 billion with a week to live, or I gave you $500 million with 9 years to live, everyone would choose 9 years to live, because that's time, right? You get more time, so it's more valuable. So that's what he's learning here. Let's say good morning. Good morning. Melly might have matching glasses. Coco says you have matching glasses with her. Yep. So yeah, just wanted to talk to you about like the money secret. So again, if you came in late, my son's going to have responsibility to earn $5 a week, and if you don't earn $5 a week, what happens?
Xbox shut off.
Xbox shuts off. So he's kind of feeling what we learn as adults, that there is going to be a consequence for not earning. So he's going to earn that, and he's going to do it through. What are you going to do it through?
Do it the time.
No, how are you going to earn? What are you going to do to generate
YouTube,
your money? YouTube, and what else?
Or selling something
On
Amazon.
What? There you go. All right. And then again, if you what type of income is that? It's called what? Starts with a P. It's called what? Passive income. All right, cool. So, you'll start off small, you'll work your way up, and then and so far, we did a YouTube channel together already, and you earned $400.
I have $400.
Yeah, you earned $400 on the first YouTube channel. The monetized one we did, because I had to give you another one because you didn't understand the monetization. So, so far, he and I together started a YouTube channel. It's called Dad Son Gaming, and we actually sold the game on there. We sold $400 worth. He did his review, I did mine, and so he made his first $400 online at how old were you? 11? Was 11 when you shot that?
Yeah.
So it's called Dad Son Game. You can check it out. And we started an Amazon account for him, and he earned some money. So that's a great thing. Oh, let me get down to the comments. Morning, buddies. What's up, Lowe's? Carlos, thank you, man. Spencer, yep, you got him, Marine. Appreciate it. Can I have the name of the Bible? Yes, ma'am, Coco, you can. It is the Kingston Bible series. We got the whole series, and I'll send you my Amazon link, Coco. she's like family to me, and I'm always talking about sending Amazon link. So Kingston Bible is a series, and you get the whole series. So you get they're in different books. Give me the other books over there. It's how many books did I give you of these?
Oh,
I think it's 4 books, and you get the.
No, it's 3.
It's 3 books, okay. And so you'll get them as a series. These are. It is 4, okay. So just give me. You don't have to bring them. That's how I leave them right there. So then they're pretty thick, and one thing I like about them is, it's characters, and you can literally learn from these. So you can read these with your children, and you can teach them the Bible. You can teach them the principles of, and just sound principles in the Bible. I'm not going to go religion here, Catholic, whatever, but it's just a really, really good book, for your children to read. And he actually enjoys reading it because it's just so great. So it's called the Kingston Bible series. You can buy the set, and the set covers the entire Bible, and all of the context are taken from the Bible. It's made understandable, and is written in the series to where you see that the artwork is really good. It really just depicts it, because a lot of times when we teach our kids the Bible, they don't have these pictures, or they don't have anything to really visualize what went on. And so some of the images in here are extremely powerful. As we see, let's see. You're talking about King Solomon. You're talking about like the wars and stuff. Like, kids just really can't get this type of imagery from just reading. So this is really good for them, so they can have a visualization when reading the Bible. So I lost your page, but here you go, man. You can go back to doing your YouTube channel. Awesome. So yeah, let's see. Who did I leave off on? Let me find the comments here. All right. I gave Coco the Bible. Awesome. What training a child looks like. Yeah. And it's not, I wouldn't say so much of training a child. It's so much of instilling a foundational mindset, because they're going to learn different type of things. They're going to, children are going to get involved in different things. They're going to be, influenced by friends, but you got to set a foundational mindset early, so that it's ingrained in them. And his foundational mindset is, number one, is respect for, everyone. Number 2 is making sure that, he reads his Bible. And then number 3 is understanding that the most important asset he has is time. And so once you teach a kid that, then they're going to do everything to try to preserve time, meaning that they're not going to waste it. They're going to try to make sure it's efficient. So, they are going to waste it in a little bit, like they're going to do video games, but as they get older, they're going to have it ingrained into them. And then they're going to want to have more time to do things they want. So to get more time, they're going to learn, okay, I can't sell my hours for a menial rate. I need to learn to generate money, passive income, so that I can have time. So then I could be doing other cool things while still making money. So it's that thing. And then, like I said, give him a consequence. It's like everything else. $5 a week, or his Xbox get cut off, so he didn't want it. So he's going to have motivation, right? So what's the YouTube channel about? So I have several. We have one called Dad Son Gaming. So we just did a few videos, but we stuck an Amazon link at the bottom of it, and we did a game called Mortal Kombat. I did The Witcher, and so that's a monetized channel. So his is about gaming. Gaming is a very popular channel, and people make a lot. These kids make a lot of money off YouTube. If you are not aware, I'm going to show you a guy here. Let me see if I can go show you a guy here, and I'm going to talk about him on this. And he started his YouTube channel when he was a kid here. And I follow him because his story is just phenomenal. So I'm going to show you that, if you get someone involved in YouTube, what the results can be. And I want you guys to follow this person because his story is so phenomenal. So let's go. So if you see here, this is a channel of a gentleman named Mr. Beast. I'm going to give you a really quick story. You see, he has 51.9 million subscribers, and he gives away money. Like he puts up 100,000 Christmas lights. He gives people like 2 seconds to spend $1 million. So his story was this: he started off in YouTube, and he kept kind of sticking at it. And his first couple of videos, it took him a year to get 1,000 subscribers. He never gave up. So fast forward, that was from 2000, I think 12 or something. Fast forward to now, Mr. Beast actually earns $94 million a month as a YouTuber and sponsors. It all came from you. So not a month, 94 million a year. So he makes $94 million a year. He bought himself an island. So he started off YouTube broke with nothing, and he just stayed at it. He stayed at with gaming content. I mean, if you go down his videos, it's a lot. So he does it right. So look at it. He's giving away $40,000 a month. He randomly comes in and gives away $10,000 to people. Like he just bought a freaking island for $800,000. I mean, as you see, this guy is the real deal. And he has a Lamborghini race and gives away the Lamborghinis to the winner. So he gives a lot of his money, away. Well, not a lot of it, but he's makes so much. I mean, $94 million, and you're not even 25 yet. That's a lot of money. So he did that all from YouTube. So, is YouTube profitable? I say, yeah. So it is very profitable. So, that's why I kind of, if my son wants to do this, I show him, what could happen. Now, could he get there? I mean, you can go to the room. So when he gets there, that's going to be an extra bonus for him. So that's kind of the power of YouTube. Let me go down here. So yeah, I have several YouTube channels, one on business, some on just personal growth. I have my own. He has two. And so YouTube is a good way to go. So it says, boom, nice. Mr. Taylor says, nice. Carl says, yes, those graphic novel vowels are awesome for kids. Yeah, they are. It's big too. It's really fun to read it with your kids too, if you want to. I'm going to send me the link. I mean, you got it, Coco. That is my fan. Coco's my family member. I think I need that visualization. Yeah, it's good. As an adult, I find that more pleasant on my eyes to read than the actual Bible. Yeah, Carlos says, hey, Coco, gamers are making a ton. Yeah, they are, man. They're killing it. Love Mr. Yeah, he's a real genuine person, man. So, I came on this live because it's just like I just had this really decent thought too. And as I talk about cracking the code to money, I was recently, and I always transition. So I was recently involved in an opportunity that really, it's so unique because as I talked about, there are three types of income you can earn. You can earn a wage or salary. You can earn, you can generate a profit, or you can generate a commission. The ultimate income for me is to be able to make a profit and a commission simultaneously. That's like the ultimate goal. And so I found something that allows us to do this. And so as we talk about money, I just want you guys, I really want to bring your mindset here. I've gotten involved in an opportunity that allows me to turn my money into appreciating assets. And I really, let's just, this is going to sound weird. I want you guys to stay with me here. And what I'm going to talk about is hopefully it's going to help you guys out. Let me turn my fan here. Think about this. Money, the printed kind. I'm going to pull out some money. So if you look on this money here, if you look on this, Melvin, I'm shooting the video.
I know.
He comes in and interrupts. That's the kid part. He's hitting 13 yet. But you look at this money here. I want you to look at something. This says Federal Reserve note. So what this means is that it has to be backed by something. So generally when monies are created, this note would depict that it was a promissory note for you to go to the bank and collect precious metals, either gold or silver. Well, since we are off the old gold and silver standard, what does this represent? Well, it represents just hyperinflation. So to say that, when you think about this, the Federal Reserve is owned by who? Who is the Federal Reserve owned by? Is it a government agency? No, it's a central banking agency. What is the number one purpose of banks? Is it to serve the people? No, the purpose of banks is to make a profit. Okay. So I say that to say this. Let's start thinking. Let's start thinking a little bit. You put your money in banks, right? Like, for instance, I have a bank account. We all have bank accounts, right? And we put our money in banks. Now, do banks charge us fees to have our money there? They absolutely do, right? They absolutely do. They absolutely do. Now, so the banks charge us fees to put our money in there. And so the banks control the Federal Reserve, so they have the right to control interest rates. The banks also can print money when they need to, but also they don't want to print too much, because if you print too much and it goes in circulation, then you have hyperinflation. If you don't believe me, we've already been inflated, because we're thinking that the price of things are going up, and that's not true. The value of money is just less. Like, for instance, in 1971, when Nixon actually took us to a fiat currency with Congress, the dollar at that speech was basically worth 18 cents, went down to 18 cents. So it started losing value there. But let's get back to the banks. You put your money in banks, they charge you fees, you get overdraft fees, you get whatever fees. And then from your money, the banks use your money that's in the bank to lend out to people who want to borrow money. So if you ever borrow money from a bank, they don't just generate that. That money comes from the money they have stored in there, right? It's secured, right? So they make money off the interest of loaning out your money. So you get charged to put your money in a facility, and they also use your money to lend it out, and they pay you no interest, but they make all the interest if you have a regular checking account or any account. And even in savings, they, if you have a savings account or you have some type of account where, it's interest bearing account, the interest is nothing. So I look at that to say this: money is really not money at all. Money is really just notes. What is money is transferable to in anywhere in the world is money that you can hold, money that you can put in where you gain the interest, where you make the money. That's why I have made a conscious effort to diversify my portfolio not too long ago to start investing into gold and silver. As a matter of fact, I wish Greg was on here. Gregory Napier, he actually bought gold and silver coins back in, I think it was 2006. And so he was with an opportunity that allowed him to accumulate this. And guess what? He had a inventory or a garage full of gold and silver. Well, Greg told me that when that opportunity dissipated, he still kept the money. And what happened was he had accumulated, as far as what he paid, over $5,000 worth of gold and silver. Well, individual ran and saw his collection, and he was able to sell his entire collection for $15,000. How many people have products that they were in with an opportunity and you had it in your garage? Like if it's a shake or anything, guess what? It gets old. It loses value, right? So there you go. There's Greg, right? So Greg can tell you, he was able to sell his accumulated assets, right? And so I'm looking at an opportunity that we have now, which I've been kind of secretly launching. I haven't, put it out to everyone because, and I tell you this, folks, as you watch me, everything that I bring to you, it may not be for everybody. And I'm not encouraging you to follow me. I'll still give you value, whether you follow me, whether you join me or not. It's just who I am. But I try to bring opportunities that I feel is going to benefit you guys long term. And as I look at this company, I looked at it over and over and over. And the more I'm involved in it, I'm realizing one thing, the people who are partner with us, they're going to be having wealth sent to their door every month. And so as I look at money, I want to show you this. Recently discovered this. You know what this is, folks? This is a $50 savings bond. I got this, a friend of my parents gave this to me in 1984, right? It is actually matured now. I'm going to put it in and see how much it's worth, but it's actually matured. It's a $50 savings bond. So this isn't money. It's what is this? It's just a savings bond. That's all it is. And so I'm going to show you, this thing is on a piece of paper, right? It's a piece of paper. It's not even made of money, right? It's a piece of paper. This is $50. I'm going to show you the value of gold, right? You got $50, right? If you left $50 in the bank since 1984, how much would your $50 be worth? Less than $50, right? It wouldn't be able to buy as much, right? So I got a $50 savings bond, and this is actually worth probably either $100 or $150. I need to put it in. So you see the date. This is a real savings bond. I'm not pulling your leg or anything. You see the date on here, and I got it. This is my old address where I used to live at long time ago. And again, as you see it, you know, that's a real savings bond. So my mom found this and gave it to me, and I'm like, wow, you know, what if the person that gave me $50 back in 1984, it would be buying less than it would now. So this gain value, and this is not even metal. This just represents, you know, a bond or value. So putting this side by side, this loses value, this gains value. And so same thing with gold and silver. If you look at the gold and silver, it has gained value. So if you had silver, it's gained value. I want to tell you something about what Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates are doing that's going to drive the price of metals up. And I want to talk about, you know, the opportunity that we have, which I say crack the code of income. Remember, when you can earn a profit and a commission, then you're really in a golden spot. One thing I like about this opportunity, which I'm going to get to talking about, and I say crack the code, is in most opportunities, when you join, and let me just kind of pull up the comments here. Greg is here. And again, Greg, so you can ask Greg himself. He'll tell you the story. He was in an opportunity that allowed him to collect precious metals. He was able to get full money value in that precious metal. Isn't that cute? $50, cool font, some ink. That's it. That's all it is, Carlos. I remember my grandmother gave me a ton of those. Yep. So they mature, they're worth money. So as far as what we're doing, we're actually really teaching people about real money, what's called God's money. And you can take gold and silver anywhere and you can buy something with it. You can't really take the US dollar over to Europe, because Europe has a pound or Britain has a pound and it's worth less, right? The pound is worth always more than the dollar. So as we talk about this, one thing I like on this side, people could do nothing and they could partake in this opportunity to collect precious metals and do it at a good price, do it at a wholesale price, and they can do nothing and they can make a profit. That's what I like, is they can do nothing, they can make a profit. Then what's cool is, you know how sometimes you join a company and when you come in, if you create volume, then your upline benefits off your volume, right? What's so cool about this is this. As you guys know, I'm not sure if you know, but I've already gotten a ton of sales. People who are coming in are able to, my sales that I make counts towards their commission. So what's so cool about this opportunity is they have reversed the roles. So basically when they come in reversing the roles, and as myself and Kawan and other people who are in it, you guys have the opportunity to profit off of our volume. And I think that's a big picture here. I mean, think about it. If I go out here and I do $10,000 in volume, that volume counts towards your commission. And so we have people that are in position to earn $500 a week and profit off of the gold and silver they get every single month. So you're going to be saving money. You're going to be turning your money into something of value. You're not going to stick it into banks where they charge you fees or they loan out your money and gain interest on it. You're going to gain interest on all your money. So again, I'm investing probably 10 or 15% of everything I make into precious metals, because I do have some Bitcoin. I do have somewhere else. So let's kind of pull this up here together here. Yeah, Robert Henson, remember grandma gave him a ton of those. He was a kid. Savings bonds, they're worth something now. Greg says, I'm still sick about selling my silver. He is sick about selling the silver, right? So, I mean, hey, you didn't know, but had he kept it, man, it would have been jumped up now. JP Morgan Chase Bank has over 500, silver store. Yeah, see, the banks store this stuff, man. And so, see, the thing about it is, what I'm hoping to do with this opportunity is I am hoping to open people's eyes, and I'm hoping to allow myself to be able to rip out, this to all this profit that the banks make, rip it from them and put it back in the hands of people. And so that's an opportunity that I particularly like to do. And, I'm finding enjoyment in it, and I'm finding, it's a good education piece for my child, because I'm actually going to give my child some silver and some gold to have them hold on to it. Now, you can buy silver and gold from anywhere. It doesn't have to be here, but I mean, it's just, I like buying it here because I get a chance to make a profit and a commission. I could buy it anywhere else, but I like to buy it here. Now, as far as cracking the code in money, folks, we talked about, as you saw, how I'm just kind of giving my child awareness of money, making sure he's aware. All right. And I think that, as adults, we have to do that. And I think a lot of people do. And let's see. Yep. Top 1% of wealthy families are in the Federal Reserve. You're right. That's the Rothschilds and things of that nature. And if you guys know what happened, you understand the banks. And again, you understand that the Federal Reserve has nothing to do with the government. They, completely separate entities. And again, centralized banks. And that's why, cryptocurrency, they're trying to, they don't want people to do it because they can't profit off. They can't get their dirty hands on it. And they, the 1% are trying to keep everyone at a certain level. And so the money that you have access to and the money that you can make is all mental. You got to understand how money works. You got to understand that, these bills here, these money, as you look at it, it just says, like I say, Federal Reserve notes. Now, does it spend? Yeah, it spends, but it buys less and less every year. It buys less and less every year. I mean, every year you see it, it's just going to buy less and less. So you were saying, prices of things are going up. No, the money is just least valuable. That's all. It's just losing value. So yeah, that's why I invest into Bitcoin. I invest into stocks because it's having money work for me. It's creating passive income. And shout out to Coco and Cedric for kind of alerting me to just regular stocks. And then that's why we're doing trading. We're an opportunity that allows us to trade and extract money, because again, if you don't have these tools of having multiple ways of extracting passive income, whether it's through a residual income opportunity, whether it's through selling, and again, I'm not downing any other product or service. If you sell weight loss stuff, I sell weight loss too. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get into another company that has weight loss chocolate, which is good. So I sell a lot of things too, but I want to diversify my portfolio, and I'm going to teach my child to diversify his portfolio, because we never, ever, ever want to put all our chips in one bag. If you are asking me, and I'll share this, I don't want to share too much about IRS, but currently, here's what I have in my portfolio. I buy and sell wholesale property. Most people don't know I do that, but I sell property. I own a restaurant because people and I'll tell you this, two things that people are definitely going to do in their lifetime. Number one, everyone is going to eat. Everyone's going to eat, right? Number two, everyone is going to die. 100% of people that are on this planet are going to die. So that's why we own a restaurant and we own a funeral home. We get you coming and we get you going. So that's income that is guaranteed. That's why that's why I own a restaurant. That's why we own a funeral home. And then everything else in between, I think of things in between, and I want to have a very diversified passive income portfolio. So, have a restaurant, check. Everyone has to eat. I can feed them. Everyone's going to die, pass away. Check. Going to do that. People are going to want to maintain their life. Weight loss. Check. All right. People are going to have businesses and they need tools and stuff to operate their business. Now site. Check. Conversion pros. Check. Consulting business. Check. Right. Property. God only made so much earth, right? The earth is not going anywhere. All right. So eventually the property you buy will be worth something to someone. Because you got to think sometimes, people who bought property 20 years ago didn't know how the expansion. So if you bought it 20 years ago and, now you look at it and it's being, and I'll tell you a key thing to do on property. No, I'm not going to share that because that's too much information. Okay, I will share it. Okay. Go down to your city zoning office. And look at any type of commercial planning. Go to the commercial planning department, make friends with someone there, or see if you can ask them if there are any type of commercial planning projects that's coming up in the city. So for instance, I bought a piece of property that is actually being built. I'm actually in talks of getting an offer for because MGM Grand is going to come down and build a casino on some of my property. So a smart move, right? I bought it ahead of time because I went to the city zoning office. I see what projects I have coming up. And so as property around here, I have rental properties, we have different things. So I invest, I definitely want you guys to invest in the property. That's something to do. It's just a no brainer. Take some of your money and invest it in the property. Take some of your money and invest it into any type of trading or investment, whether it's Forex, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's stocks, whatever. Then take 10 or 15% of your money and invest in precious metals. And to be honest with you, 95% of my money is not even in banks. 95%. So that means I'm 95% liquid. So I have money invested into property, which means I can sell it, boom, like that. And if you guys are noticing, it's a seller's market, right? So property values are up, so I can sell if I want to. And then I have some of my money invested into, a lot of my money invested into cryptocurrency. And so then I have some that I'm actually going to redirect and invest into gold and silver. And I have a vehicle to do that. And so this is just the money talk. This is how you avoid being caught into the rich man's game and you end up being a chess piece. You don't want to be a piece in a rich man's game. All right. The rich man's game is all those 1%ers who control the government and everything else. How you control your future is by diversifying your assets and understanding that money is just this paper that's made out of cotton and stuff. And that if you have this and you're storing it and you're not making it work for you, then you are a pawn in the rich man's game. Let me repeat. If you have this note and you're storing it and you're spending it, you know what spend means? Spends means to exhaust. If you have this, you're a piece in the rich man's game. Listen, folks, it's time to stop playing the rich man's game and it's time to start playing your own game. And in order to play your own game, you have to be very diverse in assets and you have to be very diverse in making your money work for you. I don't care if you got a job. Okay. I look at a job like this. If they're paying you what you want, then great. So let's see. Look at the comments here. Leah Fike says $1 is falling fast. You're right about that, my sister. You are right on about that. Very smart lady there. Greg Scott, how you doing? He's agree. Chocolate. Yeah, the chocolate is fire, man. Greg Scholar says he's laughing. Yep. When hospitals are being built around. There you go. That's very smart, Greg. Only thing is, if they're going to build a hospital, you don't want them to do an eminent domain thing on you where they can actually just force you to sell your property for whatever. So you don't want any of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, these are things I want to pass on to you guys. I mean, and teach your kids about money. Teach your kids that, number one, the most expensive currency that you have is time. Time is a currency because time, you can either do three things with time. You can spend it, you can waste it, or you can invest it. And I like to invest time to get more time. So, when you're buying gold and silver, you're buying time back. You're buying time, meaning that over a period of time, that money will make money, and it's not anything you have to put in. See, I like passive income two ways. I like passive income that, hey, number one, you have to generate, but passive income where, hey, I make a transaction and I let time work for me, right? So when you invest in gold and silver, you're saying time, you're working for me. So even if something happens to you and you will it to your family, over time, that time is working to bring you wealth. That's why you put your money into things that generate wealth, right? And so, if you guys look at me and if you know my story, you don't see me with a lot of, the polo shirt. I mean, that's cool. Polo shirts are cool, man. But I'm going to be honest with you. I go to Burlington Coat Factory and I'll buy a $5 outfit, $5 shirt. You know why? Because those are clothes. Okay. If I need to look good, I need to look good. But okay. All right. You caught me. Yeah. We do spend a lot of money in cars. We have over $4 million worth of cars. So yeah, I know it's dumb, but hey, it's something that we do. It's our vice. So, but at the same time, I can still do that, but I'm still putting my money into growing a business. I'm still doing it. So yeah, you can treat yourself. You can treat yourself, and you need to treat yourself and reward yourself, because this way you can enjoy it. So, I remember, my family and my father looking at cars that we knew we would never buy, or never could. We thought we never could buy them. And that was about, 20 years ago. And now every single dream car that we have had in our minds, we bought it. Every last one of them. You name it. The only thing we haven't purchased is Ferraris or Lamborghinis, because we can't fit in them. I sat in those things. It is the most uncomfortable. Anyone ever sat in a Lamborghini? Have you ever sat in a Lamborghini or Ferrari? I want you to do this. Before you think that you want to get one, honestly, I'm just going to be honest. You're not going to drive that car a lot. It is uncomfortable. It's low. I feel like I'm at death. I feel like I'm at death's ear. And me being my size, I'm a muscular guy, but my size is, I am 6'1", 297 pounds. I'm a big guy. I have big shoulders. All right. Huge guy, huge shoulders, play football. So the seat that I'm sitting in right now, this is a gaming chair. These chairs are what's in a Lamborghini or a sports car. These are bucket seats. All right. It's cool to sit in, but can you imagine as wide as my shoulders are, as big as I am, sitting in something to where I can't even fit in it? I'm all tight in that thing, man. I tried it out. It's not for me. It's not for me. I need to, my dad's more of a car person than I am. I'm best car I ever drove is an Audi. I love Audis. Oh my God, I love them. Because I get the race car engine, I get the space, and I get the look, and it's classic. And so that's good for me. We still buy more, but and then I like Lexus, and my wife just bought a Lexus not too long ago. That's her second one. So but anyway, not to talk about cars and everything, but I mean, other than cars, I mean, I keep it basic, man. I invest a lot of my money into business. So, here I have a mic, and, this is a good investment. Greg actually learned about his mic. And so I buy a mic, I buy stuff that's going to enhance my ability to deliver content. And that's where my investment is. I mean, even my setup I have right here, which I'll show you guys. They had a custom built computer. If you ever get a computer, custom build it if it's a PC. So this is a custom built computer. So I got my custom built. If I turn off the lights in here, I have my mouse that lights up. I have 2 screens here. And one of the things that I like with this screen is, always put it on a swivel because it rotates. So this makes things easy for me. I'll be doing a review on all this stuff anyway. But yeah, and then on the other side, more computers. I create a lot of content, do a lot of things. I have to have multiple functionality. As you guys know, run a lot of different businesses, 17 different businesses and everything. So I got to be able to move faster than the average person as well too. Put this back up here. And I'll be doing Amazon reviews for, everything I have. So you guys know. And, like I said, everything I'm talking about has to do with you making money, so if you want to get on YouTube, if you want to create content, if you want to do all these really cool things, I'm going to tell you this, folks, the big secret, do things that, and, people ask me, do I have a big expensive camera when I do my videos? I use my cell phone, folks. I mean, I'm gonna buy a camera eventually, but my business has a camera. But for me, I use my cell phone. These cell phones shoot in 1080p, some of them 4K. I mean, I can get everything I need out myself. Only thing I can't see myself shooting, but then I got my webcam right here. So not a lot of money in cameras now. I'll probably do it later, but it's not a necessity that I get a camera because I can do everything I need to do, my graphics and everything on my cell phone. I got programs on my computer. I can add my graphics. I can add my special effects. So, these are things that you would invest money in to enhance your content making. Let's see. Leah says, are you recording on a phone or a camera? This is my best recording device, Leah. Let me just, and this is a Galaxy S8. It's not even the newest phone. So, and I'm not really, you guys are gonna laugh. I'm not really freaking, big on cameras, but what I'm recording on now is this. It's a C22 HD webcam, 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, and 720. And it has a tripod. So that's what I'm recording on now. So that's the webcam that I just showed you. So this is what I'm looking through now is that. So it's pretty decent. And let's see. Spencer has some good advice. Look at what Spencer says. Don't throw out your old or broken electronic devices. They can be scrapped for precious metals. Bam. That's a guy who has a wealth foundation of mentality, right? So that's wealthy people think like that. So guys, wealthy is not what you have in the bank. Wealthy is your mentality, because if you have the mentality, it's going to manifest money. How many folks know this? No one in this world, no one can ever make enough money to make you poor. No one can ever make enough money to make you poor. And you can never be poor enough to make someone rich. This universe has infinite resources. It takes us, let me tell you something. It takes as much time it takes less time when you have a mentality of abundance. When you learn to control your mind, I want to tell you this. It takes as much time to generate $1 million as it does to generate $20,000. If you don't believe me, then talk to people who work 40 hours a week, which is not me, and talk to me. As a matter of fact, it takes less time. So I don't work 8 hours a day. Entrepreneurs work for free, pretty much. We work for free because we do what we love. We're working for free. And when I say work for free, I don't get paid for everything. Like, I'm not getting paid for this video right here, but I know that I'm not looking to get paid for everything, but I'm looking for things I could do that become what's called digital assets. So I'm going to educate you again. What a digital asset is something that over time, you might not get paid today for it, but I make videos, put them out there, and over time, those videos lead to sales and signups. And so not only do I make money off my videos, everyone on my team that I give videos to, they make money off of them. So I create digital assets for you to use in your business where you can make the money off of them. So again, I don't get paid to create these expensive PowerPoints. As a matter of fact, every time I make a video, it costs me about $300. Not a video like this, but a professional pre-recorded video with voiceover cost me $300. And you gotta look, put a value on your time. How many people, if I ask you what are you worth an hour right now, what would be your answer? Leah Fike says, webcam is what? Yep, you got that. Yeah, webcam is what I own. So I use a webcam, which is right here, Leah, and I use this phone. And the webcam is pretty good. Okay, awesome. Still using no 8. There you go. It's still good, right? So we don't need to put a lot of money into cameras, right? Because you can enhance them. You got filters now. I mean, like back in the day, you would have had to put a lot of money in, but you got filters. I mean, if you want to do your money and stuff, and again, all of this is cracking the code to earning money, right? If you want to invest in, invest in some lighting, invest into, great lighting, ring lights and stuff, just make sure you got a good lighting, and invest in soundproof room, and invest in sound. Now, I definitely would tell you, invest into sound. So for instance, you can get away with using a mic under $40, right? But just make sure you're investing in sound. Just make sure you sound good and you sound clear. People understand you. Now, I don't know why they're knocking on my door. That's okay, girl. Come here. You shouldn't have knocked. You got her all riled up.
I forgot. I keep forgetting.
I mean, I'm still shooting my video.
I want to know if you can have a TV.
Yeah, I will. Give me 1 second. I go ahead.
Someone
Go ahead.
watch a movie.
I know. Go ahead. I'm shooting.
You could
No,
have
go
ran-
ahead. Hold on. I'm still live.
iPad real quick.
Well, we were just trying to
Okay, give me a second. Let me finish. I'm on this webinar still. So, folks, yeah, they kind of got her riled up. Say hi, Rain. They got her riled up. Are you okay? Oh, my sound went down. Thank you. Hold on. Is my sound still on now? Is it good? Let me know if the sound's still good. Is my sound still good? Can you guys hear me? Calm down. Yeah, my dog, if you knock on something, she's gonna go crazy. That's what she does. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, good. It's okay, girl. It's okay. Calm down. Yeah, she if you knock on something, my dog goes berserk. She loses it. It's like I don't even want to do it because she loses it. But she's alert. It's a Yorkie, so you guys know Yorkies are watchdogs. They're really good at that. But yeah, I mean, you guys invest into sound. Probably sound better now, right? But that's actually I'm actually peaking. It's probably too loud, but you guys can. I probably sound extremely loud. But anyway, yeah, I mean, you can invest in the sound, and you can start off small. And as your sound start to sound more clear, as you start to get conscious of background noise, and if you do want to start creating content, start off with a mic, and once you start off with your mic, graduate and start to get into XLR microphones, into preamps. If you start doing shows or as I come on here live, what's going to make a big difference is, people think it's menial, right? People say, Melvin, why would I want to invest, money into my sound? As long as people hear me, that matters. Well, imagine you watching a person watching a video. You want to think of your audience. I do this thing. I don't do these sounds just for me. I invest money into video and the audio and the computers. I don't do that for me. I do that for my audience, right? Because your audience appreciates you. They'll watch you and they'll show the appreciation when they can say, wow, this guy sounds crisp. He sounds clean. He has a good radio voice. And, if I were to do this without a mic or something or a cheaper mic, I wouldn't sound nowhere near as good. So people will appreciate when you invest into your professionalism, and that investment into professionalism will pay itself tenfold. And so, I tell you, like start off small. I mean, get you a you can get you a USB mic to start off with. But I would tell anyone, if you're going to get into microphones and you're really going to start to grow a YouTube channel, or you're going to find yourself, talking a lot or generating a lot of content, to go on and just skip what did I just drop? I don't know. But go on and just skip the small mics and then go right for XLR. The one I have now is a Baby Bottle by Blue. This is a studio quality condenser mic, and I can literally change. I'll show you here. So, and I'm gonna change all this up because I'm gonna give this to my son. But I'm gonna show you literally what I use as an EQ. I'm gonna give you guys all the game today. So I can find this. So you can pull it up here. As you guys see, this is my EQ. And a lot of times, as you see right here, I'm literally peaking a little bit, which is, I need to back up off the mic, but I'm peaking a little bit. But yeah, this is an EQ. I can change the pitch of my voice, the tone. I can go a little higher. So I'll have to do a video to teach you guys how to do this. This is actually free. I actually bought a preamp that's going to be a little bit better. And I'm actually going to buy another microphone, and I'm going to give my son this one. And this one is this is by, let me take this out. It's by Blue, if you're interested. That's this mic. And you can turn it upside down. I just do this because I like, I don't want it in front of my face. I don't want it like that. Or so I turn it to the side and it has a capsule, and it has a really good capsule and capture sound and everything. So it's a really, 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 really good mic. Very good mic. This is a professional quality mic. This is actually used by anyone that creates sound or whatever, and it's used in professional recording studios. And so you'll hear about this. And the cost of it, move this to the side here. And so, you can get a good condenser mic. This one is $400. I think is worth the investment. And so when you're getting an XLR mic, you're going to look at spending the $400. And I think it's a good investment in the sound, because if you buy it once, you don't have to buy it again, right? You're going to sound really good. And then make sure you're in a sound treated room. And this is a condenser mic. For those of you who are in a room that has not great sound, you want to get what's called a dynamic mic. Let me educate you guys a little bit. This mic is a beautiful mic. It's probably the best mic I've owned. Just talking. And then again, when I say investment, I could turn around and sell this microphone and get all the money for it. And so that's another way. It's a money secret. So, if you buy things you can't sell, then you will have to sell things that you can't sell. So always buy something that has value, that's scalable. And that's why I say invest the extra money into buying high quality, because if I wanted to sell all this stuff, I can get about maybe, I don't know, maybe $20,000 or $30,000, for this stuff, and then take that money and invest it, and then buy something even better if I wanted to, because again, the custom built PC, that has higher value. So again, that's cracking the code of money. Teaching your kids about money, making sure you have assets and that are value gaining assets. And again, I'll lead off with this. If any of you guys are interested in partnering with our team, we're having a huge build. And it's really, really huge. And we just got started. So you guys are in a position to literally earn off of all of my sales. And again, that's very rare. A compensation plan allows you to generate money from my sales. It goes to you. I can tune in more at ease. Yeah. So yeah, it's I'm glad you can. So yeah, but yeah, this opportunity, if you're definitely looking to partner with us, it's great because I've never seen an opportunity where, let's say if my income is $500 a week, right? In order for me to move higher, I have to get 2 people at $500 a week. I can't even get myself promoted. So I like the fact that it's very beneficial for the newbie. It's very beneficial for the newbie. And again, the leaders have to work for the new people, and which is great, because that means you come in and you get a piece of my volume. My sales count towards your income. So you're getting a percentage of all of my sales when you come in. And not only that, if you're in order for us to move up as a group, we have to get you at least a minimum of qualified to earn $500 a week, which is $2,000 a month. And it is a binary. So it's only one left and one right. It's not a matrix like Epic is. Epic is a really good compensation plan, but Epic is also a matrix. So you have a matrix is 3 legs. Anything that goes into 2 is a binary. And then you have 100% of that volume that counts into a cycle, which means that you cycle off the binary, which is pretty good. And so that's great. And then all the points are fed into it. So that means all the points I've generated are going to, someone else. And so again, I got 2 people who I must, and Greg is one of them. Greg Napier is one of them. And he has to be at a $500 per week income before I can move up. And then whoever's under Greg, and again, I'm not even promoting my link anymore. I'm promoting anyone else's link to get them on the team. So we have to make sure everyone on the team moves up. So I like that. I like working for people. I like the fact that you can benefit all. I mean, I don't like getting into something where I'm rocking and rolling with sales and then someone is struggling. So I'm starting to lean more towards a group volume type of income. So, but that's kind of the money secret thing. But hey, this is running about an hour long. I don't want to keep you guys. The game is on. I appreciate you guys staying here. And, I guess the takeaways from this video for everyone is, number one, just making that money work for you, man. Just don't, I'm gonna find out how much this is worth. I'll get back to you guys, but it's amazing that a piece of paper from 1984 is actually worth more than $50 from now, right? When was this bill generated? I think this bill was created in, let's say, I don't know. These are new ones. So 1984 savings bond, probably worth $150. It doesn't gain any more value, so I got to cash it. But this is my savings bond that I signed in 1984. And it's crazy how this thing has more value than actual cash, right? Imagine if the person that gave me some gold. Woo, I'd be really happy. So anyway, that's my time for now, folks. I appreciate you joining the show. Thank you guys for supporting. And yeah, like if you're not in yet, definitely partner with us, and we will get you rocking and rolling. So with that said, folks, we'll see you next time. And look on from my wall. We'll have a schedule of anyone who wants to see a live presentation, which will be Tuesday at 9 o'clock. So thank you, folks. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Time to get going and put a movie on for my wife. Peace.